Okay, hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed the two previous sessions this morning. Well, there actually was a few. Um, SOLIDWORKS has been around for 25 years now. I think that's absolutely crazy. Every year I do these What's New events, and every year I say the exact same thing. This year is the absolute best release so far. And I actually mean that every year. And this just shows you how much effort SOLIDWORKS is putting in to make our platform the best there is out there. So for those of you who may have missed the previous sessions, this year to demonstrate the new enhancements, we are using the Square Robot Assembly Model. This is a submersible robot that is lowered in a petroleum tank to inspect it for any defect. So what this does is that it eliminates the need for emptying that tank and sending someone physically there to inspect it. So this is a startup company that is based in Boston, and they have designed this assembly entirely inside of SolidWorks. And they also use the 3D Experience platform to collaborate on the project. So this year we decided to break our What's New presentation into 4 sections or 4 segments. Previously, you saw with Mr. Scott Ellery the core SolidWorks enhancements with parts, assemblies, and drawings. Super exciting new stuff there. And I have the chance this year to demonstrate to you the validation solution. So in the next 20 minutes, we'll be highlighting the new enhancements in our simulation, flow simulation, and electrical platform as well. So a lot of development work has been done in this new release with simulation, and a lot of it is under the hood. The reason for this is they wanted to make the initial user experience, especially for new users, to have a more user-friendly and more positive experience. So to showcase these new enhancements this year, we will be using this hinge assembly. To validate how this corner mount assembly will perform, we have created fixtures and loads already. Now, to reduce the calculation requirements, the hardware components of this assembly have been set to use a draft quality mesh. From there, we can mesh and run to solve the study. The results look great, and the study was set up and solved way faster than in any previous version. This is partially because of the added support for multi-core processing of contacts and multi-core meshing that are now available with Simulation Professional and Premium. Now, let's take a closer look to see how Simulation 2021 has made this whole process even easier. We now have new properties for the bonded and contact interactions. Those properties specify gap and stabilization regions to automatically make your simulation more robust, even for models with slightly imperfect geometries. For example, with this new property, clearances between the bolt, nut, and the plate are automatically recognized and treated, saving you from inaccurate results and time you would typically spend troubleshooting your studies. The results at interaction areas are more accurate with Simulation 2021 as well. For contact interactions, cylindrical, spherical, and conical geometry correction factors are now integrated. And for bonded interactions, improved accuracy is also built in. This enables faster and more robust meshing where interacting components don't share common mesh nodes. To check the quality of our mesh, a new diagnostics tool is now available. The four elements are now automatically isolated with a nice visual, making them super quick and easy to find. And the mesh helper may be used to automate the mesh refinement further if necessary. When it comes time to solving your study, choosing the right solver can save a lot of calculation time. This is why the automatic solver selection algorithm has been optimized to better account for many variables and give you the best run for your study and your computer. Of course, for the more experienced users, you can still choose between the multiple solvers manually. Experienced users will also notice that the terminology has been updated throughout the simulation platform, especially when it comes to component interactions. The user interface now matches conventional industry terminology. SOLIDWORKS Simulation 2021 makes it easier than ever to succeed with your simulation-driven design efforts. From simple to complex studies, you can now achieve your results faster and easier with all these new amazing enhancements. I know my absolute favorite one this year is the mesh diagnostics tool that will enable you to identify, isolate, and be prompted when poor quality elements need to be fixed for your study. Moving on to Flow Simulation, we're also seeing amazing new capabilities this year. As soon as I saw rotating region and free surface come in, I wanted to know when are we going to be able to combine those? Flow Simulation 2021 is your answer. Rotating region is a powerful feature that is used to simulate fluid-driven motion of rotating components. Now, in Flow Simulation 2021, rotating regions can be combined with the free surface feature. This is ideal for mixing tasks and can be leveraged further to gain more insight on your product performance. For example, for this thruster, we're solving for the torque and power requirements when it interacts with two separate fluids at the same time. We first create goals to track these outputs, and by going to the history section of our goal plot, their values can now be viewed throughout the duration of your study. Also, new this year, new columns provided in your summary table at the bottom here make it easier than ever to find the maximum value and when it occurs. Creating common plots to visualize results is now even more efficient by using the new create plots from C command that you can see right here. You can even create the same plots in multiple projects all at once. Just activate the plots to view them. If you create one or multiple plots that you want to use in other projects, simply show the desired plots and choose the new Create Scene Template option right here. And now, after you've done this, you're ready to create your various custom plots in any other projects with only this one command. Another common application for SOLIDWORKS Flow is heat transfer. This vehicle enclosure has multiple electrical components inside of it that generate heat. The enclosure itself is designed to act as a heat sink. But how can you determine exactly how the heat is moving from one place to the other? The flux plot provides a graphical interface so you can easily understand where heat is coming from and where it's going to go. A new option in this plot groups all the items by type so you can quickly check the energy balance of the simulation and ensure that your study has fully converged. Investigating specific areas of your model can be done by creating a cropped region, as you can see on this model. When you click the automatic plot min and max options, they're now calculated from this cropped region so you can clearly communicate the range of values without further manual modifications. Another improvement with goals is the ability to calculate the minimum, average, and maximum from a selection of goals. For example, you can easily discover the maximum temperature across all of the batteries and PCBs with minimal setup work. And now, to further reduce your amount of manual calculations, custom visualization parameters can now depend on other custom visualization parameters. The Magnus formula for calculating dew point temperature is a fantastic example of when to use this new functionality. Just set up the items in your engineering database once, and they're now ready to use for any of your past or future projects. SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation 2021 has made amazing improvements for capturing your numerical data and offers you more inputs for heat sources and goals. We've seen amazing time-saving enhancements this year as well, with being able to save your plot scene templates and reuse those across the board. So now we're going to talk about our electrical solution. We're seeing amazing improvements, specifically in the 3D electrical design platform this year, and also in our routing segments. If everything we ever designed only was a square or rectangular shape, we would never need to use splines. In the electrical world, the path of electrical wiring and harnessing can take many or really any forms, including lines and splines. In SOLIDWORKS Electrical 2021, we enhanced route harness functionality to now support the use of both splines and lines to create your route paths. For example, here we created a routing path using both splines and lines, and the harness that connects the transducer to go under already routed cables and follow along the wall. In the 3D Electrical tab of the Command Manager at the top here, choosing Route Harness opens the Routing Harness tool, where you will find this new option to the route with splines. After routing is finished, the harness followed the predefined path that we've already created. To finish up this harness and reduce wasted material from cutting 3 conductors shorter than the longest wire, we will add the splice tool to the wire so that all conductors in the harness are cut to an equal length. Now that we support splines along with lines and arcs when creating your routing paths for electrical harnesses, it gives you even more versatility when working with more complex geometries. It's a common practice to have multiple cables starting from a single connector, and then have each of those cables go to different parts of your electrical system. New in SOLIDWORKS Electrical Schematics 2021, the cable's properties now include a new field called Separate 3D Route Assembly that you can see here. This same parameter can also be controlled in SOLIDWORKS Route Cable command to provide maximum flexibility to your users on how and where they want to initiate this new parameter. So we've already created 2 separate routing paths, one for each cable starting from the round 10 pin connector that brings signals from the outside world and connects to our PC board that controls our navigation sensors. So we'll first start by selecting these 2 wires from our cable window here. And now we will choose to route these 2 cables at once and as separate assemblies with this option here that we've just triggered in our parameters earlier. Our terminal types manager also is seeing amazing enhancements this year. The 2 main ones will allow their end user to new selection of terminal types and also graphical representation of terminals within the terminal block. In 2021, the terminal strips drawings also are seeing great enhancements. They now allow you to adjust the depiction of cable fan in and fan out lines. Also, users can now define spacing between cable lines and the width of their cable lines as well, so a lot more control on that side. This will help users better control the appearance of your terminal strip drawings to produce better and clearer documentation that is based on your company-defined standards. These new tools allow designers and engineers to design more complex and feature-rich functionality by bridging the needs of your mechanical, electrical, and electronics disciplines. So this really wraps up the part 2 of our What's New presentation. As you can see, SOLIDWORKS has put in so much work to help you get your designs right before prototyping, saving you from costly rework. I know I'm super excited to start using all these new functions this year. So I hope you're staying around for our next session with Scott Ellery on our data management solutions.